As a boy he always knew a sailor he would be, so he studied the law of the sea. Captain of his crew, a brave, ambitious man, determined to explore, he discovered a new land. The sun and sky and his heart would be his guide, a man of valor and pride. The king and queen, their blessings he obtained to carry the flag of Spain. Through tempest and rain, a strong, courageous man, determined to explore, he discovered a new land. With sails raised high, he searched the great unknown, his quest for adventure dispelling any fear. A sure, courageous man, Columbus it was he, who sailed to new horizons across the great blue sea.
The war against the Moors continues with no end in sight. I had hoped that by now, in 1490, the last Moorish stronghold of Granada would have surrendered to the Spanish army, but the infidels are stubborn warriors. Their leader, Boabdil, seemed ready to give up the fight not long ago, but now he has found new vigor and he vows that he and his troops will fight on to the bitter end. As long as they occupy Granada, King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella will have little time or money to devote to my plan for a westward ocean voyage to the Indies. The door's open.
Is that map ready for the Duke of Medina Celli?
Yes, it's in the bin near the door. And Diego, when you see the Duke, tell him that I may be a skilled chart maker, but I live only for the day when I can set out for the Indies.
But Christopher, you still haven't received royal permission.
I know that, Diego. You don't have to remind me.
From France, you say? Thank you very much. I'll be right back. Mama! Christopher, a letter for you.
Did you say a letter? Why, it's from my brother, Bartholomew.
Maybe he has some good news for you.
Dear Christopher, ill fortune strikes again. I was granted an audience with England's King Henry VII, but he refused to sponsor your plan for a voyage to the Indies.
Little Ferdinand! He fell on the stairs.
I'll take care of it. Stop crying, little one. You're all right now. Well, he had quite a bad scare, but he's not hurt.
Ferdinand, my love, I'm sorry. I should never have left you sitting by yourself.
Oh, come on now. You're a big boy. There's nothing to cry about. Let's go for a walk by the water.
Yes, good idea, Christopher. That always brings a happy smile to Ferdinand's face.
Despite my setback with the English king, I am still trying hard to find a sponsor for your plan. At present, I am in France, staying at the royal palace of Fontainebleau, where I have found employment as the court chart maker. I hope I'll eventually be granted an audience with King Charles VIII. If you continue to have trouble promoting your plan in Spain, I suggest that you consider leaving that country and coming to try your luck here with me. Your loving brother, Bartholomew.
Maybe Bartholomew's right. Come here, you.
I have an answer for you, Signor.
Sire?
Here, read this. This document is Bishop Talavera's final report on your plan to sail across the ocean.
Thank you. Huh? But, Your Majesty, Queen Isabella gave me her solemn word that my plan would receive fair consideration.
And that's exactly what it did receive, Signor Columbus. I'm sorry, but there it is. Your proposal has been rejected.
But, Your Majesty,
Silence, please. I have no further interest in discussing this matter. My decision has been made.
I failed yet again.
I know you're disappointed, Senor Columbus, but you must not despair. Your plan still has many supporters, including me.
Here is your wine, senor.
Thanks.
I'll have some more, please, Beatrice.
But Christopher, don't you think you better have something to eat first? I have a nice hot stew ready in the kitchen. Oh, suit yourself.
Hi there, Ferdinand. Oh, my son.
Again, Daddy! Again!
Up you go. Having fun? That's my boy.
So your brother wants you to go to France. That's a good idea. After all, you still need a sponsor for your plan. Maybe you can find one there.
Beatrice, I hate to go away and leave you and Ferdinand.
You have no choice. Since you're traveling up the coast, why don't you stop in at La Rabida and visit your elder son?
Yes, I'd already made up my mind to do that.
Ferdinand and I will miss you, Christopher.
I'll miss you too. I beg your pardon, brother. I'm trying to find Father Perez.
Huh? Merciful heavens! Senor Columbus, what a surprise to see you!
I've come looking for Father Perez, and of course to see my son, Diego.
Father Perez is in his office, senor, and Diego's in the chapel.
Diego, my son.
Hello? Dad!
Oh.
Is it really you?
Yes, it's really me, Diego. I missed you terribly. Have you been happy living here at La Rabida?
Yes, Father Marchena and Father Perez have gone out of their way to make sure I'm happy, and I've learned so much. I can read and write, and I even know a little bit about geometry.
That's wonderful. I'm very proud of you, son. So you see, now that King Ferdinand has rejected my plan, there's no more reason for me to stay in Spain. I'm gonna join my brother Bartholomew in France.
I do not think that's a wise decision. Queen Isabella promised you that your plan would receive fair consideration. The least you can do is give her a chance to keep her word.
What's the use, Father Perez? The Queen has more important things to do than worry about the dreams of a humble sailor.
Oh, there's no need to be so pessimistic. You seem to be forgetting, Christopher, that all good things come to those who wait.
I waited for 6 years, Father Marchena, and my patience was rewarded with failure.
Well, if you've already spent 6 years waiting, then surely you can endure a few months longer. Would you permit me to write a letter to Her Majesty in your behalf?
Yes.
Good, that's settled then. You can stay here at La Rabida while we wait for the Queen's reply.
Diego will be glad to have you around.
You're right. I will stay on, if only for him.
Gentlemen, feast your eyes on these tasty mullets. And where do they come from, you ask? Well, I'll tell you, I caught them. They put up quite a fight before I hauled them in.
That's our friend Pedro Vasquez, the conqueror of mullets.
Now tell us, Senor Pinzon, what do you think of Captain Columbus's project?
I think it's an excellent idea, Father. I too believe the Indies can be reached by ship. It's a belief I've firmly held for a long time now.
Have you researched the subject?
Yes, and I have a map I'd like to show you.
I look forward to seeing it. I've worked as a chart maker.
Ah, thank you, Vincente. This was drawn in Rome by a map maker working in the court of Pope Innocent III. It shows clearly that the fastest way to reach Asia is by sailing across the ocean.
For years, I've been trying to find a sponsor so I could make that ocean voyage to Asia.
I don't have the wealth to be your sponsor, Captain Columbus, but I certainly would like to sail with you when you make the voyage. That is, if you'll agree to engage me. I think I have skills that could be useful to you.
Thanks for your offer.
Huh? That's quite a knife. Would you mind if I had a look at it, Captain?
Here.
Thank you. I once knew a man who owned a knife identical to this one. Could this be the same knife?
Was it particularly costly?
No, it's an ordinary knife. But even so, it is my most prized possession in the world.
So tell us about it.
When I was young, there was a man who taught me to love and respect the sea. He was the best sailor I've ever known. A Genoese by birth. He entrusted the knife to me many years ago, and I've treasured it ever since.
He was Genoese, you say? Was his name by chance Giovanni?
Why, yes. Did you know him, Signor Pinzon?
Indeed, I sailed with him as you did. I too first learned about the sea from Giovanni. I'd hoped that someday he would give me that knife, but he never did. I was bitterly disappointed, of course, but eventually I got over it. By the way, how is Giovanni these days? I imagine he's about the same age as our friend Pedro Vasquez here. Captain Columbus, is anything wrong? Captain Columbus!
I was there when Giovanni lost his life at sea.
In that case, Captain, we owe it to his memory to carry out your plan and sail westward across the ocean to the shores of Asia. Let's drink to your project.
Yes.
Cheers! Drink up!
Christopher, why are you up at this hour?
Father, there's something I want to show you.
Oh, what's that?
This is a map of the world, Father Marchena. It came into my hands while I was in Portugal. It was drawn by the Florentine scholar Paolo Toscanelli, who also wrote the letter that accompanies it.
This is obviously the work of a profound thinker. It makes some very powerful arguments in support of your plan. Father Talavera should have seen this. If he had, he might have reached a different conclusion about your project.
Yes, but those documents are official secrets of the Portuguese crown. The person who gave them to me made me promise not to reveal their contents to anyone. I was indeed tempted to show them to Father Talavera's panel, but that would have meant breaking my word, and I couldn't bring myself to do it.
You are truly an honorable man, Christopher. You did the right thing, but this is a time when a slight indiscretion might be permissible. Would you allow me to keep these documents overnight?
Certainly, Father Marchena.
Thank you. And now, good night.
That's a boy, Lucky! Faster!
Do you think this will convince the Queen?
If it doesn't, I don't know what will.
Brother Carlo, come here, please.
Yes, Father Perez.
Please call Eduardo, the village messenger. I want him to carry a letter to the royal court, which is staying in Seville.
Yes, Father.
He got it! What a dog! Here, Lucky! Bring it here! Good boy! Isn't he great?
A letter for Father Perez! It's from the Queen!
It's the truth, Your Majesties. Captain Columbus withheld information that would have helped his case because he did not want to betray a trust. Father Marchena has seen the map in the captain's possession and agrees that it is a most remarkable document. It proves that the westward ocean crossing to the Indies is indeed feasible. If France or Portugal should seize the opportunity to sponsor a voyage like the one Columbus proposes, then Spain will have lost her chance. If your majesties wish to be remembered in history as devout Christians and courageous sovereigns, then you must not pass up this chance to bring the teachings of our Lord to the Asian continent. I urge you to support Captain Columbus in his proposed ocean voyage.
The things you say make good sense, Father Perez. At the moment, we are much occupied with Spain's ongoing war against the Moors. But tell the captain it won't be much longer now before he receives good tidings from us.
I know he'll be glad to hear that, Your Majesty.
Hey, Dad! Dad!
Huh? Huh?
Hello down there!
Huh? Diego, you come down here right now.
Now, don't worry. Diego's an accomplished tree climber. During your absence, he used to climb that tree each day, hoping he'd spot you.
Did he really, Father?
Yes.
Now be careful, son. I've got you. You know, Diego, during the years that I was away, I thought about you every single day. Wherever I go, whatever I do, I'll always love you.
I love you too, with all my heart. Are you really going to see the Queen, Dad? That's wonderful! Good luck!
Thank you, son. Be good while I'm gone. Perhaps this time my dream of crossing the ocean will finally become a reality.